Hey, everybody.
What the hell?
What happened?
The intro ended. What's up, Charlie? Hello? We're live. I can't hear anybody.
I can hear somebody.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
I don't know what's going on.
StreamYard's having some problems. I don't know. That was crazy.
Or it's my
What's up,
internet.
everybody?
I don't know what's going on. I might have to turn some things.
Are we live? Are we on?
Yeah, we're live.
We live.
Little
Yeah,
technical
we're
difficulties.
No, we're not live now, Joe. You can pick your nose still. So
No.
we got another 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do it. Do it quick.
Yeah, quick. Grab your snack, yeah.
How much dirt is
How are
that?
we all
Jerry?
doing tonight?
It was in a fairly large plastic Ziploc baggy thing. It's definitely yard dirt.
It's about a third of a pan.
That's good.
So
I'm feeling
knowing Jericho, it'll take about 45 minutes.
it could. Well, we got an hour and a half, so
I say an
There
hour.
you go. Yeah.
I say an hour. It is Jericho.
Where'd you get that dirt, Jericho?
Christopher,
a lady from North Carolina sent that.
Oh, Christopher.
She said she found it in a dry creek out back.
Heck yeah.
And said they got nuggets out of it, so the nuggets aren't in it, but they want to know if there's any fine gold and if they should buy some pans.
By all means, buy some pans.
If there's
If you got nuggets out of it, that other question is kind of a silly one.
That's what I said.
Just shake it. You're good.
406 says you pan like an old woman.
406, how you doing?
406 and I just take the piss right out of you, Jericho, and your panties.
That's all right.
Come
There's
on.
definitely a lot of mica in there.
That's all right. Just get the mic out. Mic is fine. It floats right off.
Hello,
There we
Marcy.
go. Marcy Collins. How you doing, Marcy?
Reg Lab in the house.
Good
Good to see you.
Cool.
Good to see you. Almost face to face, Marcy.
Louis S. Outdoors.
My man,
How
Reg.
you doing, everybody? Adventures with Swifty. Lucky Luke in the house. Toaster 406, another one of the Montana boys.
Here, Joe. I got this one for you, buddy. Was that watching my son in his hockey
Go
game
Leafs.
this afternoon? So I had to wear this.
Well, when it gets down to playoff time, you'll see me with my Ranger jersey on.
Yeah. I think the last time we played you guys, we stomped on you, but I could be wrong.
Wasn't it like 5-1 or something like that?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Everything.
Yellow, of course.
Every team has a bad day.
Nebo Gold, how you doing?
Lucky
Nebo?
Matt, check your Facebook.
Nebo won a nice prize last night, if I remember right.
Yeah.
It sounds so different. I got like, oh, Milwaukee Matt. Whoa, man, how you doing? What's happening, my friend?
That's Jericho pan in Milwaukee, Matt.
That's what?
Not Charlie. I'm right here.
That's not
Yo.
Charlie. Charlie's right
Hey.
there. Watch, you're losing gold out of the back edge. Look, you can see the black on the back edge. Stop.
What are you guys talking about?
And there goes all the gold.
Flashing.
Badger, what are you laughing about back there? I see you. I see you.
Listening to you guys. You
Toaster
all,
says-
What's that over there? What are you doing?
I swear.
Toasters.
Up there goes the nugget.
No wonder you guys
Toasters.
tune in to listen to this. It's like listening to comedy gold sprinkled in with some treasure hunting. It's perfect.
Poor Jericho's on the spot.
Always. I still haven't seen Rock Butcher paying live yet.
Reg,
Can't wait till we go down to North
you
Carolina.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
see him
pay
at
him the
Surge.
talent.
You asked Reg Lab.
I don't know.
Reg
Maybe I
Lab
should
handed
drive
me
on
a
over there,
pan.
Charlie, and make you show me how to do some panning on camera live.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you asked Reg Lab. He handed me a pan with about a half a cup of complete black sand in it from BC, and you asked him how I made out with that. Go ahead, Reg. You're in the chat.
I already heard.
You don't have to
Oh,
lie.
that's some nice stuff.
Wow. Wow. That looks. Wow.
And we were, and I was half a case of beer into it when I was doing it. So the thing is that we were just sitting around laughing and
So,
talking.
what you're saying is you
What's that?
recommend
Diving
beer
with Scuba
goggles
Steve?
when panning.
No, I'm saying that I was half a case into it.
Oh, well, I mean,
And I
I
was
think that's a
still doing
great
well.
addition to a gear list.
WK
I mean, with your
prospecting,
pan, your
yeah.
shovel, your beer goggles. Sounds like a good gear list to me.
You know who hit 420 some subs today?
I can just
What was that?
just think of that about it. And they're going.
The old
and what's it? This weekend they're going down for their honeymoon too.
it's a lucky strike. They're gonna go open up the holes before the spring dirt sling.
There you go.
Nice.
She's gonna get the insight on.
Prospecting's in the
She's
house.
gonna give
Hello, welcome.
Jericho. She's gonna give me and you the insight on where the gold is down there.
WK.
Yeah.
That'd be worth setting up shop.
Thanks for the super chat there, Dan B.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right, Reg. You tell them. You got to remember when I said I was half a case in.
Right on,
You
children.
got to remember this.
That's true, actually. When I was up in Mish visiting, I would always, because I drink those Molsons you guys got. Oh, I love Molson.
So you're like 3/4 of a case in, or do we have more alcohol
Hey!
content for our beer?
Oh, there we go.
The Rusty Magnet's in the house.
Hey, Rusty Magnus.
What's up, Rusty?
We got a lot of awesome people in here tonight. How y'all doing tonight?
We got 30 awesome people in
1206,
chat right
how are
now.
you?
Hit that like
Wow.
button, folks. Hit the like button. The thumbs up. There's only 17 thumbs up and 29 people in the channel.
Did you refresh?
Wow. Smash the thumb. Do it now.
Not recently, because then I have to watch a fucking other video. I got to watch another ad. There's an ad playing now. There's 29 people watching and 19 thumbs. Oh, now 21 thumbs up. There we go.
Oh, there they go. You get it. It doesn't cost you nothing to do it, and it's right down there, a little bit to the left, and you just hit it, and it doesn't do nothing. You know.
That's funny. One of the ads I had to watch was for Glencore, which is a mining company. I can't believe they're advertising on YouTube.
Homes the same when we build a family legacy.
That's right. Tim Hicks even made a song proving it.
Uh-huh.
You guys ever heard the Tim Hicks song "Stronger Beer"?
No,
Mm-mm.
we don't listen to
Everybody-
Canadian radio.
Nope.
Google it. Google it. It's a
We'll have to
Kinda
try and
cut.
look it up.
kind of country music song. Tim Hicks, "Stronger Beer." I'll post the link. I'll post the link so you guys don't have to struggle in any sort of way.
Well,
Right,
you know, most of it's Joe just ain't gonna remember.
Better
Detectable, stop by when you get back from shopping, man. We'll still be here.
Might have a
Hang
go.
on.
We guys, what do you fellas think? You want to do a go?
Hey, Milwaukee Matt. What's up? Trying to
Chuckles,
get in
he
for
asked you a
once.
question. Did you
Um,
hear that,
nope,
Charlie?
That's totally up to you guys.
What's that?
Yeah.
Scars is thinking about sponsoring a giveaway, the AUS giveaway.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
We'll see if we can get 40 people in here. Do a giveaway.
Let's get it.
You need 10 more. Right?
You need 10 more
Yep.
people.
Like and share this. Get out there. We'll do
Very true, Reg. Very true. Because I know I would never have been into this or discovered any of this if it wasn't for all the people I'm in that are in this lobby right here. So
heck yeah.
being, younger and getting into this is I have never had any exposure to this period at all other than watching, old Westerns and watching a prospector get shot or something. So this is really kind of cool, and it's just so interesting, and it's so incredible that there's this way for us all to connect. Thanks to pioneers like all of you.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go prospecting with you down there at Lucky Strike, man.
Everybody's got it on a pan.
Hey,
I'm so
Joe.
excited.
It's going to be fun.
Joe, you
What?
especially should listen to that song, because remember when we were talking about Smarties and
Yeah.
rockets, and I said, yeah, we have Smarties, you have M&Ms,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's part of this song. It's a comparison between Canada, what we do, what you do, what we do, what you do.
All right, let me.
Oh, I'd like that. That'd be cool.
You
I'm
got
gonna
to
jot
hit
it down. What's the name of it?
Stronger Beer, Tim Hicks. I posted the link.
Yep, I clicked on it. I'll listen to it after the live.
Tim Hicks.
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
so last weekend, me and my dad went up north to get our cottage all ready for his birthday weekend this weekend. And
Now, when you say up north, you make it seem like it was
WK.
how far up north?
so I guess
Because you're already
yeah,
up
well,
north.
I guess, well, to you,
Damn near
but,
Canada.
Other people I'm south.
That whole
Like
up north
Charlie.
thing.
Sure.
That whole up north thing fucking slays me. Like, I went to the University of Toronto, okay, down in Southern Ontario, and people go, "Yeah, where are you going for the weekend?" Oh, we're going up north. We're going to Northern Ontario. We're going to go up to Wasaga Beach. And it's like,
Yeah, but see,
it's like
it's one of those
3 hours,
things that
3
just
hours
makes
north
sense
of
where you
Toronto,
are.
right? And that's yeah. And it's like, oh man, we're in Northern Ontario now, and my uncle, who actually lives he's not at Wasaga Beach, but he lives very close to there. He comes up to see me, and for him, it's like a 16-hour drive. And the first time he came up to go moose hunting with me, I looked at him and I said, "Welcome to Northern Ontario." And he was like, "Yep,"
What's up, Silver Scorpion?
because they always considered where they live to be Northern Ontario. It's north of Toronto, man, so it's got to be Northern Ontario. It's like, fuck,
No,
you haven't got a
100%, yeah.
goddamn clue. You have not got a clue how big this place actually is. Yeah.
Oh, up by you?
You can
Yeah,
fit
there's
the
a-
United States inside of Canada, can't you?
Because I definitely have quite
You
a decent. I mean, I don't live in Canada, but I've been to Canada many times for like backcountry. I mean, I've flown, 11-hour float plane flight back to the end of Red Lake. You know where like Red Lake is, kind of.
Yeah, I've never flown on a float plane that could go 11 hours. 777s could go that far, but
Sorry, the whole
I
trip
worked-
was 11 hours. My bad.
I
Not
worked-
11 hours the whole time. We only flew for like 45 minutes, but the trip, I mean, from where I was, it was 11 hours. Thank you.
okay. Yeah, Red Lake.
Yeah. The
Is-
trip from where
remember
I
that-
left was like
So,
11
yeah.
hours, and we went
Do you
so
remember
far
that?
back.
Do you remember that big rock I showed you that had all the gold in it? That was from the Red Lake mine. I worked up there for 4.5 years.
Really?
Yeah, I was a local. All you had to
Wow.
do was know me at the time, and you could have saved yourself the float plane flight. I had a boat. You could have bought yourself a motel room for $55 a night, and I would have taken you fishing every day.
Oh, no. We went up there for northern. That's amazing. I went up there. We went northern fishing. I stayed at the Red Lake Lodge on this little island, like
Yeah,
north. We stopped at the one little mine place they
it's a
had where
beautiful
it was like an old shack, and they made a makeshift museum that you could go into, kind of.
Mhm.
It was like the most incredible thing, and that was like the first time I ever felt like I was on a real adventure somewhere, because I was a younger kid and all my uncles were up there fishing, and I like fishing, but I wasn't like huge into just sitting in a boat all day when I kept seeing all these like old trapping huts, these old
Oh
mines.
yeah, that's it's an amazing
Oh.
place. Red Lake's an amazing place, yeah, for sure.
That is incredible. Yeah, I just love the history of Red Lake. I have it actually like a whole topographical map of the area we were in and everything with the mines and all the stuff marked and all the different photos I took at it, all printed out. I want to go back someday so bad.
Oh yeah, up there, man. All you got to do, you don't need to. I used to laugh. The American tourists would be in the bar, the night before their float plane went out, and they you're a local guy. They would ask the waitresses, like, who's the local guys? Could we talk to them about fishing? And it's like, oh yeah, go talk to Jim over here. Go. And I get this guy walk up to me. Excuse me, sir. Can I? Hi, I'm Bob. Can I ask you a couple questions about fishing? I'll be like, yeah, sure, man. And, and depending on what kind of mood I was in, how many beers I'd had, they'd be like, should we go like 1/4 ounce, 1/8 ounce jigs, or maybe 3/4 ounce jigs? And what kind of colors do you use? And the reality is, it doesn't matter what you chuck in the water, you're going to catch a goddamn fish. Okay?
Yeah, that's
I'd be like,
I
go on and they'd be taking notes. And I'd be like, yeah, if the sun's up, this high over the trees, you got to use a black, and a black swivel tail, and then if right when the sun's touching the top of the trees, go for the chartreuse, and then they kill you, and it was just like, I just used whatever the fuck they had on the shelf in the shop, like if I ran out of 1/8 ounce jigs, I'd grab whatever, the pink, white, blue, who cares, and. Yeah. It's like, and I would limit out every day.
Oh, that's so awesome. I know we came super early season in the springtime, right as they Northern and like walleye opened up for like the season.
Yeah, that's
and so it was still pretty cold.
Yeah,
we didn't catch
for the walleye right there because
one day.
They're still coming out of the spawn.
Yeah, but Northern, we
slammed
Northern.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh! So we went to those little like deltas where it's all reedy. The reeds are in the like water come into there, and we cast out. We get those big like bait fish or whatever. I can't think of the name of them. We throw them out these big giant bobbers, and I caught to this day the largest largest fish I've ever caught. It was 41 and a half inches long. It was freaking just. I'm this like middle schooler. I'm holding it up, and I'm like freaking out. It's like the size of me. But
that's a good size Northern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us, I hate Northerns. I'll get them up the side of the boat, and I'll just reach down with the pliers and pop the hook out and let them go.
Oh, really? Do you know how to take the Y bone out?
Just, I don't give a fuck, man.
It's because it's slimy.
I don't want slimy bastard in my boat. I can catch a billion walleye. And
I just disagree though. They're so good. Have you ever like? They are. You come and visit. I'm gonna cook you up how I cook some Northern. Like
I'm not gonna argue with you. I got a buddy of mine who does he knows how to take the pitchfork bones out and he fillets them out.
Yeah, the Y bone.
I've made once he prepared the fillets, I made the beer batter. And we chunked them all up into like little tater tot size chunks of fish.
Oh yeah, like bite size.
Just battered them all up. Yeah, and I threw them all in oil, and it's like cooked them all in batches, kind of thing, and threw it all in a bowl together. And you could not tell the difference between Northern and walleye because the water was really, really cold.
It's a galaxy.
As soon as that water gets warm, you can taste the difference in a heartbeat because the Northerns taste like mud. That's beautiful.
Can you see the galaxy, Charlie?
That's nice, Joe.
Yep.
You do have a point there, Rock Butcher. I will say, as the summer months go on, the Northern do start to taste a little bit more earthy or muddy. I guess they definitely have a bit more of like this a heavier flavor. Where the walleye are like, I mean, if I'm gonna fish anything, the walleye are my favorite fight. They're my favorite way to fish with the jigging and all the like, just how you can use that light test and the bend in that rod. Plus, they're just delicious. And if you get a big enough one, walleye cheeks melts in your mouth. Oh my
God.
Yeah. 27 in the house. What are we shooting for? 27 in
40.
I've caught
40.
I've caught more walleye than Bob Azumi and Al Lindner put together. Al Lindner dares to call himself
What's
Mr.
Brad
Walleye.
Welch? How you doing?
and I guarantee you, I've caught more walleye than him in my life.
Damn, that's so cool. For the camera for research only.
Yeah, I used to keep a record. Like I used to keep
Really?
a book because when I grew up, my dad would keep a record of every day we went fishing on our lake back home. And we used to go out and limit out every night if we wanted to. Every time we went fishing, we'd limit out. And he would record the weather temperatures, the time of day, where we were, and how many people in the boat, how many fish we caught, how many released. And I carried that on when I was up in Red Lake. And I got tired of it after a while. I just started making scratch marks on a pad. And my annual totals up there. My annual totals up there. And keep in mind, like, I don't go out for like 100 fish days. I go out to catch my 4 fish, and then I go home because that's my legal limit, right?
Yeah.
And so if I got friends in the boat, then okay, we got a 12 fish or a 16 fish or whatever day. And my numbers at the end of the year were always
Maxed out.
north of 700.
Wow, yeah, that's
And
I believe that because like fishing up there, it was the same thing. It was like because obviously you guys do it right. I wish they did it like that here. We'd have a better walleye, northern muskie. We'd have a better fish population.
Yeah.
But you guys do it the right way because those larger fish are the ones you want to keep, catch and release because those.
That's it.
Big babies.
Yeah. Anything
anything
over 18 inches, I give it a kiss. Anything over 18 inches, man, I give it a kiss on the top of the head and I put it right back in the water. And say, go make more babies.
And like again, northern are such like from all the fish though too, but like northern are just such a large fish. If you are going to eat them, yeah, I know you're talking walleye, but like when it goes to like northern or walleye too, like you don't need a bigger fish than exactly what you're saying. You don't need that to, especially with the amount of, if you catch up to your limit, which there you can because you do it this way. I mean, literally you can sustainably do this for And I mean, we're fortunate enough that like the lake that my father and that I grew up going to and fishing on our like little cabin that our family built it's like a private lake, only because it doesn't have a public boat landing.
Okay.
Because all the land around it's like owned by
people. Yeah.
And what's nice though is there's probably less than 18 to 15 cabins on there. Everyone talks and we all have an email chain and like. No one's out there fishing like crazy. No one's running, polluting the lake, whatever else. So it is just like this. It is just the most incredible, like, pan
That's awesome.
fishing.
If you can have an environment like that, that's beautiful.
And it's we're fortunate, but it's also, I mean, the lake is small. So like, and if you're boating on your jet, it's big enough that you can get maybe two boats out jet skiing or boating, with like a tube. Any more than 2 boats, it's a no. You can go from one end to the other on in like 2 minutes, but
okay.
But it's a fun way it's fun fishing too because there's this section of the lake which is actually where I posted a video there. I found some sections of the burned logs there's this little hidden lake that connects with this kind of delta-ish little mini river that's connected to the lake, and back there is a ridge that goes into all these beaver swamps. And then I go there, I'm parking on the ridge, and I like to go there and walk and look for different types of I found old relics, some logging stuff there, whatever else. But we're hiking around, and I found an old section of the big giant white or red cedar that burned down during the Chicago fire.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's such an interesting area because there's an old logging area there, and the beavers have built up all where they cleared it out, and now it's all wet swampy area, and our lake is kind of a byproduct of that. There was always a little lake there, but now it's actually risen to a deeper point, and finally the walleye are starting to come back. And this is last year was the first time in 10, 11 years we started jigging and catching walleye again.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, sorry about that.
So
gold we got.
who hasn't commented on last week's Friday stream for Gold Eagle? Better make sure after this stream they get over and comment.
Oh yeah, we didn't figure out. I got to talk to you about that.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it later.
All right.
because I got to set up for tomorrow's. I gotta make the post. I haven't done that yet.
Well, if that's the average, Corey, I'd be throwing an awful lot of fish back. A 30-inch walleye. What's a 30-inch walleye weigh? 10 pounds? Got it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they're fun to fish.
I'd rather go down to the Mississippi River and try to catch a 120-pound catfish.
Not anymore. You don't.
Well, how about a bull shark, baby?
I wouldn't.
We got to go below Dubuque for that. Oh, we're way north of the Ohio crap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they come from the other way. The dams down in below Dubuque, they've never been up above or recorded above it.
Then, so what you're saying is we need to go record some further up?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you can find one.
Definitely not eating them. Let them spawn. Plus, with the big predators like that, I mean, walleye are huge predators. And so, any sort of natural or environmental poisons that are there are going to accumulate in the belly fat especially, and it's just not worth it,
Oh, like that giant walleye or sauger I threw back.
Oh, sorry.
Rock Butcher.
What's your definition of a giant sauger? They're not that big, but
Well, the one you were watching on live,
the
where
one I
you
was
said
watching, that was a pickerel. That was a walleye.
was a pickerel. Okay.
Well, we call it pickerel in Canada. You call it walleye in the States.
We call it pickerel here too. In fact, my cabin that is just outside of Crandon is actually in the town of Pickerel, because the lakes around there were known for catching pickerel during the logging days, and like they lived off walleye.
Yeah,
but it's like walleye depend heavily on like you were talking about the zinc levels too for spawning. Like if the zinc isn't at the right amount in the water, they don't spawn as well. Their eggs just don't take.
I did not know that.
Yeah, in fact, that's the biggest issue with our lake is because the beavers have introduced like different water sources have risen the lake. The walleye have slowly every year just produced less and less and less in our lake, and we've been introducing new walleye within the last like 5 years.
Is that your fish, Joe?
There's
That's mine.
Wow.
With a swordfish.
How'd you catch that?
With a fishing pole?
It's
But like what? Trolling out in deep sea fishing? Like what?
That's down in Cabo San Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I love
it. It's an 8-foot, 150-pound striped marlin.
Wow. Did you get that
Did you eat
mounted?
See how young I look there?
Did you eat some?
No,
Nice fish, Joe.
we weren't allowed. It was a sport fishing trip, and
So what? They sell the meat and you don't get any.
the captain gets the meat.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what the thing is. That's the whole. It's
Yeah.
What a deal.
Really
The
going there
captain
for
gets a
sport.
crew of fishermen and then sells his fish at market after you pay him to come fish. What a deal.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong business.
I know.
Yeah,
I didn't know I could go. That's what,
I
hey,
mean-
guys, anyone want to go magnet fishing? You can pay
What's up,
me
David Vila?
all your fines. That's all.
That's right.
No, you got to understand. You're only there. We were only in Cabo for maybe 3 days.
Yeah.
So in order for
Yeah.
you to take that meat back to go through customs, it's not worth it.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
I get it.
it's-
I get
You're
that.
just going. You're just going there.
even
for the-
coming
for the
back from
sport.
Canada,
I-
we only take
Joe.
one. We only take literally we only take a fish home with us. Like whatever we catch each day, we make sure as a group we eat that day, because every day like to bring fish back is not what the trip's about. So
I
like
get it,
yeah.
bro. My question was, did you get a piece of it? And
What you could do is it wasn't only me. There was a couple other people from the cruise ship that were with me that we caught. There. 5 of us caught it.
He used a
But one
bonus.
guy paid $1,100 cash on the spot to have the thing
mounted or
mounted,
Stuffed?
stuffed, whatever they do, taxidermied.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I
and
know
he
a guy.
lived, he
away.
lived out
showed
there
a
in
picture
California,
of him.
so I don't know. I've never seen the fish mounted, and I lost touch with him.
He tells everybody he caught it,
Oh, I don't care. I tell everybody I caught it. I only showed you the picture with me in the fish. There's
Okay.
picture
Maybe
with
you
the five
didn't
of us
catch it.
with the
Yeah, I
fish.
get
What
you.
you don't see is there's a camera crew and a line of 50 white tourists just ready
That's
to take
right.
a picture.
That's right.
Hello!
You're saying, okay, just gonna cut. Okay, everybody, give me $10. You can stand beside my fish, and I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. Yeah.
When I was in Cabo
No.
San Lucas,
Poor
I
Joe.
went to the like bazaar at the literally at the pier where you can take fishing trips like that or boat rides and all that stuff. And the same thing at the time, my girlfriend at the time, we were walking through the bazaar and I'm haggling with this dude trying to buy this old thing that I was hoping might have been Aztec or something. I was just hoping it, somehow it was real. It wasn't. And I'm haggling with him and she goes off. And next thing I know, I turn around, she's handing some dude $70 US to take a picture with this baby tiger. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? It was such a interesting going down there is really fun. That's cool. When did you go down there last, Golden Eagle?
Cabo was nice. Cabo, I enjoyed Cabo.
Yeah.
Did you go to any of the cenotes?
What's that?
Did you go to any of the cenotes?
No. What's that?
Oh, so specifically Cabo is known for cenotes. They're giant holes in the earth that have these underwater, clear, blue, incredible, almost ecosystems are created in these cenotes, is what they're called. But they're caves or basically sinkholes that form these super, old.
It's a cave where the roof of the cave is collapsed, and inside.
It's where I learned to dive is in one of those.
Yeah.
Oh well, we went snorkeling throughout Cabo, and we don't like I said.
A cenote, you gotta. That's a thing to get into a cenote. You need to rope down
or jump.
Yeah, they take you a whole. I mean, there is one cenote that I went that we ended up not going to because it was more expensive. But they have they built some type of stair, contraption to get down to it. But it also wasn't one of the deepest, most beautiful cenotes because they basically they rappel you down, and then some have a little carriage thing they'll bring people down in, and then you can snorkel or float around in it. They have different areas that they set up to jump off one if you want to jump in, but it's pretty cool. It's I mean they all range in size and the depth and whatever else. And it's the one I did was very touristy. So
did you miss anything there, Jericho? You got a couple of dots.
Yeah, repanned it and had about 10 pieces.
There you go. I'll tell you a good one, Badger, about Red Lake is in the summertime, I made more money guiding on because I work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or 1 week on, 1 week off, depending on the rotation and who was there. But Milwaukee Matt wants in. So I would, like I was telling you, you get these tourists that come up and ask. And the smart ones who had been there 2-3 times got the idea that, well, you just stay at a motel and then you hang out at the bar and you find a local that'll take you fishing. And it's a lot cheaper, And I made more money guiding than I made working underground as a geologist for the summer. Because I would take guys out in the boat, and my rule was there's no alcohol in the boat
that light off?
because the cops up there are fierce,
Yeah.
So it's
Thank
I'll make a bunch of sandwiches. I'll bring the bottled water. I'll bring the fuel. I'll take you fishing, and at the end of the day, you give me what you thought that day was worth, and that was it. I bring the bait, everything. And
you're smart because I'll tell you what, you hit that demographic perfect. Down here, it's such a big deal to go up to Canada, specifically Red Lake, to fish for northern walleye, all that stuff. And I mean, like you said, if you go out with them, you're getting it to them cheaper. They're going out having an incredible day. You're putting them on so many fish. I mean, when we were up there, dude, we had paid the all-inclusive, whatever ridiculous price to get to this, place where they, it was
Jericho, that's more than a quarter, no?
That's a big smile.
Well, it's about a half gram to me.
I haven't weighed it yet.
That's a good idea.
What's it look like to you?
Retirement.
0.6.
Charlie says 0.6.
0.32.
.13.
Huh.
Rockbusher, what do you think? Half gram?
I'm thinking it's at least a half a gram, maybe point. What was somebody said 0.6 already?
Yeah.
I'll
I
say
said
0.7.
0.6.
I'll say
You say
0.7.
6.7?
If not more than that.
Point
But,
6.7. I'm gonna say 0.558.
Oh, my back.
That's an 8-inch pan or 10-inch pan?
10-inch.
10-inch pan.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that's close to a gram. But
Hmm.
I'll go with 0.7.
You might be there. It might be closer to 0.7. Now that you say it's 10-inch pan.
All right.
I still say 0.6.
0.32.
Tell you the best day of guiding I had up there, the whole time I was there, was it was these two surgeons from Dallas, Texas, and they wanted to catch lake trout. And
There's some chunkers.
everybody knows about, Red Lake is all about the northerns and it's about the walleye.
You got to put some water in that pan, man.
The truth is that there's enormous lake trout in Red Lake as well.
Oh, really?
And
Put more water in
not
there.
a lot of guys try for them, but I would go out regularly and come home every day when I wanted to with, like a 15-pound laker or better. And that's, as a matter of fact, if you look at my here's my channel image. That's one day of fishing.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, man.
And I'm 6 feet tall, and those go from my belt buckle to my feet. Okay, so those are big lake trout.
Taking up almost
and
3/4
so
of you.
that was in Red Lake. That picture was taken in Red Lake, and so these guys they asked Tally, the one of the waitresses at the Bomber, is there anybody here who knows good? And she said, no, go talk to Jim right over there. And so it's like, the Han Solo thing, I'm head down on the table and we need to ride off planet or whatever. And they're like, yeah, we want to go catch lake trout. I said, okay.
Yeah, I seen that too. 406. We didn't have that cap on all the way.
It's not sealing.
With Lakers is that you got to catch them.
I don't
in the
understand
middle of
what's
the day.
going on.
It's not like walleye where it's early morning and dusk, and then nibbles and bits all day. With the Lakers, they hit hard right at high noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and
really,
yeah. And so I told him, I says, okay, well, we'll get a late start. I says, we'll head out of here at about 11 o'clock and we'll go. And it was a long way up the lake. Like it was probably 30 miles up the lake. And so I took him out and off we went. And I anchored in my secret spot number 1074 and front, fore and aft anchored. So we're sideways to the swells and the boat is rocking like this. And I said, okay, just, like triple snell, like a 14-inch or a 12-inch minnow onto a 1 ounce jig and get it right down to the bottom, bring it up about 6 inches, and then just sit your rod on the side of the boat and just set it down across the boat. And when you see the rod tip stick, set the hook. And long story short, both of them caught beautiful lake trout, and both in the 15 to 20 pound range. And one of those fish takes in that lake. It's like a 45-minute fight to get in the boat, man. It's a task. And
that's what I've heard. I've never caught one. I've always wanted to go fishing.
It's funny when you catch them in the Arctic. A lake trout's no more difficult to reel in than a walleye is down where we live. And they fight a little bit. They fight a little bit, but they come right in the boat. But in Red Lake, holy crap, do They see that boat and they'll strip 100 yards off your reel it'll smoke, and away they go. And then you pull them back up again, and away they go again. And anyway, so I got them their 2 fish. All right, we're good. We got our 2 fish. Right. So we're heading home. And by then, it's getting sort of later in the afternoon. And we were going by one spot that I knew was really good for walleye at about that time. And I said, hey, right over here is, that spot 654 for walleye. And if you want, we can stop and we'll catch a few. And I said, I'll even cook them up for you. Bring it over to the house and I'll cook them up for you for supper. And they're like, okay, let's do that too. So we pulled in and big bang boom, inside of about 20 minutes, they both limited out. And it's like off we go, boom, back to the marina. And I brought them home. I cleaned their fish. I cooked their fish. We had a couple beers together, and I cleaned their lake trout for them and bagged them up and froze them up and gave them to them so they could put them in the freezer at the motel. And they paid me. They each gave me $200, so $400 for one day of fishing. And I'm like, guys, you're nuts. Like I took 2 of the $100 bills and I passed it back to him. I says, like, this is more than enough, for what we did. I mean, I had fun. You had fun. The gas didn't cost nearly that. No. And they said, no, and they refused. They're like, Jim, you said you would do this and you did it. And then you took us here and you did it. And then you brought us home and you did it.
But like,
so this
you
is,
don't even know. Those guys have the most
epic
that would be
story.
Those taverns.
Epic story.
They have one of the coolest, most badass. Dude, that is the kind of life story. I am trying to always get something like that. That is freaking badass, bro. They went up into Canada and sat down at a bar, asked the bartender about what they like. This is like you said, Han Solo. It's like a freaking movie, bro. They go to you, they ask you, you're sitting in the corner of the bar, the perfect person they need. They go, they ask you. Then that person, that local that you meet at a bar is not just some drunk who's trying to scam you or just get some money out of you. Actually does what they say they're going to do. Does an amazing job. And then takes them over, cooks food, hangs out, has a beer with them. I mean, my God. That's worth more than freaking $400. Holy shit, dude! That's incredible. No wonder they were. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure they were happy as all hell. That's incredible.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not gonna touch the thing until I.
Yeah. Don't cool it off this time, Jericho. Look at David Villa. Jim is full of something. All right, David Villa. You get off your ass and get up here to Canada, and I'll take you fishing, brother.
Miss 406 goes, yuck. I only like halibut and walleye. Well, I guess you just haven't had someone cook you a Friday fish fry Wisconsin style, because let me tell you, Wisconsin fish fry, that's damn good.
I was over at Elijah's that one day when Danny Dip and them were there, and they had a fish fry. That was some of the best fish I've had in a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's every Friday here. I literally, one of the first things that I bought before I even bought a microwave when I moved out at 18 was a propane tank and a big giant one of those burners for a deep fry. It's a deep fry fish. I swear, it's like every Friday.
I wouldn't.
I think my batteries are bad.
Waters that you fish in, man. I've seen some of the water that you fish in. I wouldn't eat none of the fish come out of there.
Hey. So you what, man?
That's the best,
and that's why he's trying to clean them up.
That's the best part, Joe. A lot of places. I've got an old tin mug tied with a piece of string to one of the the supports on the side of the skiff that come down and attach to the middle seat. There's those little struts.
Yeah.
And I've got a cup there. And I just take it out, and every once in a while when I'm driving along, I just dip it in the water, give it a little shake, give it a little rinse like this, and dip it back into the lake, and
Just saying, dude.
That's it. I mean, that water is just as pure.
Well, what I was commenting on is that where
These two cups, man. I never.
Yeah, well,
the videos that Badger fishes in, I wouldn't eat none of the fish that.
Yeah, no, where Jericho.
Okay, just so you know,
Jericho caught that walleye out of
waters either, because the water that I magnet fish in is not where I spend my time swimming or actually fishing. All right. Where I fish, there ain't no there. It's so clean. It's so incredibly pure. It's like there's a couple videos of me at my cottage where I go fishing. Or I'm talking about that I have. You can see probably 10, 11 feet underwater with the GoPro.
Yeah,
we got Johnny.
It's
what happened to Milwaukee Matt? I just brought him in.
He was here for a minute. He was here for a minute.
That's it.
There he is.
There he is.
Welcome, Milwaukee. Me too. A fellow mustachioed man.
Elijah, that's the welder / metal fabricator I was telling you about.
Oh, hello. He's frozen.
My connection really sucks.
No, there it is.
Let's just say that.
We can hear him, but we can't see him move.
So I'm guessing you live in Milwaukee?
He did. You moved to the far outskirts of it.
Oh, nice. I used to live in Milwaukee.
By far outskirts, I mean a completely different town. He just kept the name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we convinced him not to change it.
Oh, he sat down and lost signal.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the best connection.
All right, here we go. The big reveal.
All right.
Jericho, the batteries in the scale, and here we go.
Let's see it. Oh, I was so off.
I think there's. Is there more in there? No.
Oh God! I think he hid some from us.
0.466. Yeah, I think he did.
It looks like a lot more than that.
Jericho.
I think Jericho's lying to us.
Thanks for that super chat, T. Happies and things.
I gotta figure out how to install or how to get
quiet, please.
Chat on mine. That's
Jericho's liar, pants on fire. He's
2.41. Yeah.
No, that's only part of it. The snuffer bottle wasn't working. The lid kept leaking and it kept blowing shit out the side.
See, there we
so
go.
I got to switch bottles. That's only part of it.
That's only part of it. There we
go.
Oh, there we go. You see, you had us all.
Yeah, I got a dry round too.
All right.
Because I switched to a better snuffer bottle.
So now that we know this, what do you think it's going to total out to be?
Now this is all compromised. We're gonna have to add and subtract, and we're gonna go this way and that way. Come on, man.
We're gonna go this way, that way.
Oh man, all due to a bad snuffer bottle. You see.
If you guys want to do a comment pick or something when we hit 40, I found a couple coins I dug out.
Oh, we're going backwards. We're down to 22.
Yeah, we're still waiting to hit that magic number. It keeps dropping down.
Cottonwood
we hit
Ranch.
30 there for a while.
How you doing there, Cottonwood Ranch? Native Arizona Adventures in the house. They're starting to roll in now, man. They're starting to roll in now.
5 kroner.
Right on, man. Hello,
let everybody know if we hit 40 people in chat here, we're doing a giveaway.
Woo
woo.
I was thinking, what do you think, Charlie? I was thinking about doing a choice between a 5 kroner from 1975. It was minted in Norway. It'd be a nice little piece.
Wow.
That's
and then
nice.
I got a 1943 steel penny.
They're always nice.
That's cool.
I like them, man.
Really cool.
It's a 1943 D.
I'll be right back. Spinning brick, guys.
And then I have a very good 8. Is 1948D Wheatie. And you guys like Wheaties? Well, if you can
Yeah.
see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, nice. Yo, I just found my first Wheatie this week.
Oh, heck yeah. It's a little dark with the lighting. And I have another
Do you
Wheatie.
make your own covers?
My father was a coin dealer for a while, and he's got a lot of this. I do cover all the coins up, but this is from our store. Here's a 1956 Brilliant Uncirculated.
That's my that's my birthday, man.
Low kid say 419.
Oh man, we might have to give this one the Golden Eagle. Oh Joe, we could do a choice between.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it up as choice, and then the winner can choose which one they want.
Might have to send that 56 to Joe.
It's not an 1856.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, the
that steel penny. That steel penny, is that a boldly minted mint mark?
Denver. I'd have to look it up. I don't know where my red book is. They give you the exact mintage on it.
No. There's
the image.
The image. There's a boldly doubled mint mark.
Huh.
On the 43D.
Let me get a look.
Yeah, if it's the one that's worth like what, 1,300.
Oh man, you guys might luck out.
Hello, Jeff. How you doing?
All right, that took forever.
So what is that, Joe?
There was 2 types. One of them is it's called a boldly doubled mint mark.
It might look like a doubling on a 3.
All right.
Instead of well, go ahead. Let them pour this, and we'll figure it out.
Can you see it?
Yes, sir. Let's see that shiny.
Yep.
I hear it rattling.
We were all wrong.
How do you think?
1.1.
Oh, that's the total.
Because it's 1.14.
Somebody.
Oh, I was close.
Somebody somewhere said they thought it was just over 1. Who said it was? No, I remember clearly somebody thinking it was just over 1, and I thought you're on acid. I'm scrolling up.
That's a big jump from less than half a gram. That was more than a half a gram you just poured in there.
So how much is a gram of gold worth?
About $60.
$60.
$65.
T's Hobbies and Things said 1.33.
Today's market for gold, $1. I do believe.
Oh, you know what we need to do?
Yeah, but that's for
that's
for 4 9s.
Yeah, spot price.
That's for 4 9s. So
yes, and have you seen the videos that I've been sending you, Elijah?
Yes, I texted you back. Yes. Dude, all right, before we start any of this stuff,
some of them
build
kind
a
of
rock
like
tumbler
the
thing with
style forge that you're building.
Yeah.
So before we go any further with that, the story we got about this pay dirt from Jericho was that, because I'm going to call shenanigans here, was that this was stuff that somebody had already, some stream dirt they'd already pulled nuggets out of, and they wanted him to run it to see if there was any finer gold in it. And based on what you got out of that little bit of pan, I'm going to call bullshit, Jericho.
You can go on Clutch's video and look for yourself. But yeah, I don't know if they made it and just wanted to send it and are trying to start selling dirt.
You're goddamn
I'm not
right.
sure.
That's what they did. Because if they had that much gold per a third of a pan, they'd be
And
wealthier than Elon.
They ran through it already?
Wealthier than Elon Musk, at 400 tons a day in about a year and a half.
Well, where did they say that they got it from,
like
Jericho?
I said,
a dry creek out of their backyard.
Come out and dig in.
And what state is it from?
Yeah, I'll quit my job
North Carolina.
tonight and I'll start driving.
Stacy, that's
I'll
not
quit my
always
job
true.
tonight and I'll start driving. That's fine.
That's not always true, Stacy. 406 placer gold can go all the way down to 6 carat.
And all the way up to 22.
The best I've seen is like 23, and that was from Bonanza Creek in the Yukon.
The 9 and the 3 is double standard.
There's a couple of places in Alaska as well that you're getting 98, 99% gold to 1 or 2% silver as well, but that's it. But the bulkier placer gold is going to be 89 to 90%. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they made it and they're trying to start selling stuff.
I think that's just a hey, check this out. Throw this out and see how good it is.
Nice.
Yeah, but did they? Is there any kind of? They would want it promoted under some kind of name. So what's the name?
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't say a name. The person that sent it was. I have to go back in my comments.
Was this from a YouTube channel or one of the other platforms?
They commented on Klesh's video, and I was talking about pay dirt. Kendra Dawn.
Got that right. These hobbies got that right.
Here's Matt back again. Try number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just got a free gram of gold, buddy.
Heck me, yeah.
Western North Carolina, and now getting in the dirt, want to learn everything I can. And then I said, come to the spring dirt fling.
Oh, wow. You see this?
Western North Carolina is all I know.
You see that?
Yeah, one of the dams, I already knew that. One of the dams fell at Lucky Strike, and it opened up a whole bunch of new material.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so they didn't ask that for advertising or nothing. Just said what you can keep, what you find. Let me know what you find.
What's he doing? You bored? You want to come here and talk to the guys? Oh, come on.
Well, that's a lot to find.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Talk to the guys.
Yeah, so I think they salted it, and they're trying to do something shenanigans.
Oh,
because they're fun.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, come on.
Charlie only chews on stuff that's funny. Is it the mini hammer that you're trying to get on camera?
The mini hammer I'm trying to get on camera, and he's shy about it.
I like
Did we hear that?
Come on, bud. They're asking for you to come down. No.
Be shy.
No, he says.
You ain't gotta be shy.
Yeah, no, Wheelie. So someone, I commented, somebody was talking crap about pay dirt on Klesh's thing and said something about, you should try doing Dan Hurd's pay dirt. And I said, Dan Hurd's pay dirt is the biggest ripoff in the world. I'm sorry, he's a nice guy, but he's got horrible pay dirt. He's not in it to give you free gold. I said, but he's selling it as a novelty item or whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, but if you want good pay dirt, there's a lot of people you can get good pay dirt from out there, but you're not going to make money panning pay dirt unless you get like 100% ROI when it's down to 45 a gram, and then you sell it when it's at 90 a gram. But when's that going to happen? Not likely.
And who's going to sell it considering shipping, right? Who's going to? I mean, anybody trying to make money off of it would automatically be losing money, just with the shipping.
Just in shipping. But yeah, but either way, I didn't pay nothing for it. Just they said, hey, pan it, let me know.
That's why I shipped all that shit out to you guys for free. So it's like, try this.
But hey, a free gram of gold is a free gram of gold. Thanks for the $60.
And nobody has made a video about it, other than that one that you made, Jericho, when you and Joe were
the salty magnet
running
fisher.
it together. I couldn't believe you guys actually found gold in that stuff. It's amazing.
I am going to dig up every ounce of sand I can find in the tiny little creek that stretches all the way, like, diagonally through my 69 acres in Seymour here. I gotta. Yeah, I probably won't find a dang thing, but can you imagine if I just found one little tiny shiny piece? I could say where I was born and raised, I found gold.
Heck yeah!
Whoever's going to Lucky Strike here at WK, by the $25 bags, you're getting more gold supposedly.
So they have $100 bags. They have $100 bags, and then they have $25 bags for tourist bags, and you get more than $25 worth of gold in the $25 bag, supposedly.
Okay. I'm going to bring those 2 big rice bags full of powdered stuff I got. I'm going to bring it down there, and I'm going to sell it for, I don't know, $2 a bag. What do you think?
That'd be fun.
It's like, okay, see what you get.
Oh, and I agree, Reg, but like I said, he's not trying to give you all his gold. He's trying to. It's not a high ROI bag. It's authentic pay dirt. He doesn't add like sprinkles and weird crap to it. But if you're gonna pay for a bag of dirt, you want more gold for your dollar. I mean, it just makes sense that way.
Yeah, but Dan's defense, he's doing it as a business, whereas we're doing it more as in a friendly kind of way.
Yeah.
Who's Dan?
Spread the fever.
He's one of the big faces, I'd say, of this prospecting. Like for me, when I didn't know anything about any of this, and before I got to meet all you incredible people, like he was one when I would Google information about it or started to get into it after Jericho mentioned about it. He's like the name that just like it's all pops up everywhere.
Need 11 more people within the next 13 minutes. Diving with Scuba Steve got his gold pants in the mail. Got some pay dirt in the mail. He's gonna take the dive into the gold fever zone.
Both Stacy, they'll both be there.
Still got to get one of Jericho's pay dirt sent to me. Oh, Jericho, the stick. I've decided to change the design because I found a way better handle and rod for you. Because I just didn't.
Marcy Collins, yes,
that's true, Reg. Yeah. Yeah, we get hacked at the bank.
I'll be going.
Exchange.
Where's my
Speaking of spring dirt fling,
downstairs getting ready for school probably tomorrow. She's got work in the morning. Not too early. I think I leave the house a little bit before her, but she's just pretty tired and long week. With all the snow and all the just dealing with that.
Salty Magnet Fisher, when he panned the last bag of dirt he got, he jumped in the air and clicked his heels.
This is my prospecting hat.
Now we're back down to 25 again. So if we don't reach that mark for the giveaway tonight, then we'll probably run Just Place if we get enough people in there. But we have another like 10 minutes before we decide that we're going to run this. 10 or 12 minutes, something like that. By then we'll just take it over to Joe's place tomorrow.
And if we can't hit 40 tomorrow, we got Saturday and Sunday.
We'll figure out something to do.
All right.
So I've decided that I'm going to be doing my lives now on every Monday now. It's going to be every Monday night. What do you guys?
Okay, finally, we got somebody for Monday.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to join me?
What time?
Next
What
Monday.
time on Monday?
So I was thinking about having it
Yeah.
at what time? Same time this one started. I'm trying to at 7.
Yeah, Dan Hurd is high.
Central Standard Time. So for you, that'd be like whatever time this one started for you.
What time is it now? We've been here how long?
It's at 8:30 your time, Joe.
Yeah,
That's right.
8:30.
Thank you, Jericho.
That's right. All of you who are
laminated that
interested,
time zone sheet, but it's sitting in my car.
all of you who are interested in Rock Butcher's dirt, just look at what 406 Miner said.
What do you say?
He found
Oh yeah,
I remember.
I found gold.
You found gold. Joe found a speck or two.
I found the teeniest gold I ever seen in my life.
I got
And Doug Odette, I sent Doug Odette 2 packs of the coarse stuff and 2 packs of the fine stuff, and he ran it through his wheel, his spiral, and he got bupkis.
I know.
Absolutely nothing.
not cool.
So
That's
it's
not.
like, but well, you know what? That was the nature of the thing, and I explained that when I sent this stuff out. What it was these were rock samples that were picked by geologists for assay for gold because they thought there was probably gold in them, and so this is like completely separate from placer mining and alluvial mining where you're getting cons and shit like that. And I had some people saying, well, there's almost no black sands in here. Well, of course there's not. It's a goddamn quartz vein. They're like, what kind of magnetite and ilmenite do you want in there? And it's not going to occur. But I was blown away by how many people actually did find gold in it. So anyway.
I was just
that's
texting that to him, Charlie.
I have to say, Rock Butcher, that might be the first time you spoke in your very professional and educated terminology and like regarding geology and all stuff, and I understood why. I thought I actually had like a concept, like I grasped what you were saying on a like I'm knowing the words. That is so cool. I've been just studying everything I can read on it. So
what you're saying is in the last 3 months when we've been talking together, you haven't understood a geological word I've been saying. I'm glad you're on board now.
On a base level, yes. But I haven't had like that deep, you know what I mean? That deep truth like that. I feel like I could also have a real, I don't know, shot of going out and identifying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you said that in my mind, I had an idea.
So what else has had high fixation on geology in the last 3 months?
Right. Hey, there he is.
There's Jim.
ADHD comes in waves, and you follow the open.
Oh,
and you had a geology hit.
Who the hell kicked him out? There we go.
Hey, I got a surprise for everyone.
Okay.
Hello.
This is my youngest son, Jonathan.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jonathan. Nice to meet you.
Meet you, John.
He come to visit me for a week from Ohio.
Yeah, and he's been getting me into prospecting and trying to drag me into it.
Fine. You asked me to get you the book from Dave McCracken. So I also wanted to point out something else there. Some of you guys might remember this.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that Jericho used to show off all the time. Yeah, I remember that one.
This is the one where I outbid a guy who was bidding 180 for it, and I outbid him by 250.
I remember that night.
Bobby's in the room, and you're going to start a fist fight in a minute here.
Anyway, I got this with the intention of passing it on and giving it to my son.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Jonathan
There's
is the recipient of the 2.44 gram nugget.
There you
Here
go.
it is.
Wow.
Woohoo!
Look, he's already sweating. Fever.
Yeah.
And
That's
this
so cool.
weekend, get out to the river, and he's going to get his first
You can see the
hands-on with everything.
There you go.
See, what you should have did is you should have put that in a pay dirt and been like, here, pan this, and made him crap himself.
That's a good point, Kirko. That's a real good point.
Dad, look what I found.
But I think this was just as special too, because I've given them nuggets a couple of Christmases ago, but they were much, much, much smaller. And with this one being as big as it is, I thought about it for a while, and then when Jonathan confirmed that he was going to be able to come out, then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to give this to him. So thank you guys for letting me outbid Joe there and have something to pass on to my son who's really just getting started with the gold mining. And he's getting started with me.
Well,
that's awesome. Really cool.
Joe, my best advice would be to get involved with the rest of the channel here, and us guys, we've got a range of, like, I'm an old geologist, and there's a bunch of old prospectors, and there's a bunch of new prospectors here up and down in this chain that we see here.
Some magnet fishers here.
There's all kinds of people that non-judgmental and
we're adventurous.
Full of advice. And yeah, if you're looking for an adventure, man, this is the place to be.
Yeah, I'm excited. Are you guys going to be making a video the day you guys go out?
I'm not sure yet. It's going to depend on how this weekend transpires. Because I really I want him to soak up being out there as much as playing around with a little bit of sampling else. So I don't know how much we will record, because it's going to be a special moment for us, his first.
100%.
So I don't know if I'll record.
I mean, I also think that's really smart of you as far as finding that passion, that love for the real moments that, because like when I, for instance, like treasure, like what I've been doing, like bottle digging or magnet fishing and even some metal detecting, I always do it before I start filming or posting, or, before I did it on my own, fell in love with magnet fishing. Ben started creating content when I met a bunch of people, like, everyone here, for instance, like, and finding that passion for it without having to deal about, okay, is this the right angle, commenting, whatever else crap, like, that's, no, enjoy that, man. That should be such a cool experience, and enjoy hanging out with your dad, and that sounds like an incredible, it sounds wow. Enjoy yourself.
It's going to be an adventure for me.
Right on. Are you going to be posting content in the future then about that you specifically do?
I don't have any plans for it at all.
Okay.
It's not.
Well, your dad could use the footage. He can post the footage.
Yeah, exactly. Just that's what I said. It's like me and my girlfriend, and like me and Charlie, or Jericho, whatever. When we go out, we just are always filming, swapping footage. Because it's all it's all helps, like, helps towards the angles and telling the story, what you guys are doing. But that's super cool, man. I'm excited to see it. Excited to see what you guys pull out the dirt, man.
Yep, it's mostly going to be flood gold, because our rivers, the placers, it's just all flower gold.
Well, you're better off getting them out there in the real thing instead of breaking them in on a bag of pay dirt, because then he's going to want a half a gram every pan.
It's just spoiled. Exactly. Spoiled.
Yeah, see, with the whole pay dirt thing, the pay dirts are just designed to help you practice your panning technique.
Yeah,
that's what they told me that.
But I'm gonna tell you,
no,
believe me,
when you're panning a pay dirt, know that you're not going to always find that out in the wild. You're never going to find.
I'm from New York.
That amount that you see,
I can't go in my backyard and pan for gold.
You'll go a whole.
So I can only get it through pay dirt. But there is one time, and there's a guy in the chat, and these guys down here know it, that I took a trip out there to Montana to see one of the guys that are in the chat right now. And when I was on there on the river, just like the old prospectors out there in Montana breaking my ass, it was a whole different story. So it's an adventure, and it's good once you find it out there, and that somebody's never found that gold before. It's not like somebody put it in a bag for me to go find. You're finding it on your own, and that's the big thrill of it.
It's not as exciting as out in the wild. Like, oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck? Shit! I just found this.
Well, it's
Yeah, there is something to
it's-
be said when you're
it's a
wet
thing,
and your
man.
knees are all covered in little bruises, and you're just sitting there in the muck and dirt, and you're pulling something out that you found that hasn't been held in the hands of anyone ever, or it's been hundreds of years or thousands, whatever. Like, there's just something about that connection to just the history of the item, like that just gets me so. Yeah, finding it in the wild is just so.
Yeah,
there's not a feeling like it.
John, my first time ever panning, I was up in the Klondike, and I was working for Noranda Exploration. We were actually looking for hard rock gold, but we were right around where all the placer mines were. And the one camp I was staying at was it was a placer mining camp, guy by the name of Tony Basilinski, and his camp was inactive. He had not made enough money to get things going again the next year. And so he decided to rent out his camp to this hard rock crew that we were up drilling up in the mountains,
Okay.
And I was a brand spank. That was my first job ever after university as a geologist.
Good night, Marcy.
And good night, Marcy. And so, like I was really keen on learning about this placer thing, because I'd read about it and all this in the Klondike and Dawson City and all this kind of stuff. And so I would ask Tony, because Tony stayed there in the camp, and I'd say, like, how does this work and how does that work? And he took me out one evening after supper, and I said, I got a pan. And he showed me there was this section on where the ramp came down off the high ground into the workings, where there's a section of actual virgin ground underneath this ramp. But they needed to set, it was like, and how long was it? It was like, 30, 40 feet long. So they weren't going to touch it, because that amount of rock, how much gold's going to be in it, versus we got to get our bulldozers and trucks up and down, And so they left that little piece. And he says, Jim, if you want to find gold, he says, you get right in here. And he showed me. And so him and we got in there with a shovel and stuff. And I was panning. And man, I got to tell you, the water that was flowing through that creek, the only reason it wasn't solid was that it was moving. Okay. I mean, that water was like -2 degrees Celsius. Like it would have, if you grabbed it in a cup and held it up, it would have frozen solid, And so I'm in there, and my hands are frozen, and my back, and I pan, and there's a couple colors. And okay, I back at it again, and your back's sore, and your feet are froze, and your hands are froze, and I pan, and I got this nugget, and it was about the size of the head of a pin, but it was 3-dimensional. Like you could actually pick it up and drop it, and it would go thunk in the pan. Okay, and that. My hands were warm. My back felt fine. My feet were warm again. I was like, wow, let's do this. Let's get some more, man. And that was, for me, that was my defining moment on the gold thing. And I bit that hook, and I've been hooked ever since.
We all got old stories, man.
That feeling of being completely warm, right?
Yeah. And
from being at the brink of quitting.
Let's go. I got it. The next one's coming. The next one, and it's going to be bigger, man. It's going to be bigger. But that to this day, awesome. I think that's the biggest nugget I ever panned.
We're staying 2 more days. We're staying 2 more days.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just with shovel and a pan. That's the biggest nugget I've ever panned. Yeah.
Good times.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's something else.
Hearing stories like that,
that's some awful bigger ones using the excavator, because now I do it industrially, of course. But no, you're on the cutting edge of it, man. You're on the way to a really great journey if you want to.
You know what I like to do? What I do when I ain't got nothing, when I ain't got no pay dirts, I'll take my little thing of nuggets, put it in like a half a cup of dirt, and pan that out, man. It's fantastic. You find all that gold in a little bit of And they're all nuggets too.
Joe, that's
And
like kissing your sister.
Come on. I count the nuggets in there because sometimes I got to go back and pan it again. You know what I mean?
Hey guys, we got 41 likes. How many we got in the room right now?
Oh, we got 21 in the house.
Welcome in, Native Arizona Adventure. Sorry, I was talking so long and so loud. We got you in here, but we didn't have a chance to say hi.
Oh, Jim, how you doing?
Good. Watch you cutting those thunder eggs. That was cool on your last video.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was fun. I took a guy out on an adventure today, and it was his birthday, so we cut some more thunder eggs open. I didn't get it on video or anything, but made his day. He was super excited.
Right on.
Nice. Cool. Sure, you guys drop your links down in chat.
Yeah. So you've been doing thunder eggs. I've been watching a bunch of stuff on those recently after Rock Butcher told me about them a few weeks back. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun.
I wish I would have known all the things you can do in Arizona. I used to go out there for a week or two every near Sedona. My grandma lived out there, used to live out there when she was around, and it was so much fun. I mean, I just remember going to like Devil's Bridge and stuff all around and hiking that one. There's that gold missing in that one place just outside of Sedona. Not Sedona, near Phoenix, where you drive in. I'm trying to think what it's like gold. Like yeah. So what?
Was it Gold Canyon? The Lost Dutchman's in Apache Junction?
Yes, the Lost Dutchman's, yes.
Yeah.
That'd be
and hit the trails on my mountain bike all the way down from Schneebly Hill all the way down into the town of Sedona. So, a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Josh, I don't know if you saw my comments there in your video about the thunder eggs, but I'm going to be down about halfway between Tombstone and Bisbee there for about a week in probably about 3 weeks time. And then I'd like to, I'd like to get together with Doug and Sandy Odette and you and your missus as well. Maybe, I don't know if we could do it all together at the same time, or like if you and Doug go out to one spot, or maybe you don't get along. I don't know. I could go to them or go to you. But it'd be fun to hook up just for a day, kicking around in the desert and looking at stuff. If you want to go,
I'm about I'd say about 2-3.
We're losing
about 2-3 hours away from Tucson, Bisbee.
Yeah, because Doug and Sandy Odette are in Apache Junction.
Apache Junction, that's my grandma.
It'd be so I would drive from wherever I was about 3 hours up to Apache Junction, or another hour to your place maybe. So, but they've offered me a place to stay. So rather than going and spending, like a day here and a day there, or we could do either. I don't know.
We're going to Apache for the Renaissance weekend.
Be fun to go out and
the Renaissance Fair.
If you got some geological questions,
I used to go to that this time of year. Every year we'd visit her. That is like that same Renaissance Fair. They travel and they're back in like Green Bay, just outside of Milwaukee. I mean, they come in where I live. And that's so cool. It's funny.
But anyway, if you had some questions about claims you got or something like that, or geological, that would be the perfect time to offer it, because when I'm working with friends, I work for beer and hamburgers. Clients I charge cash. So
I'll take you.
We could get up here and go down there.
Yeah, we could work it out as the time gets closer and I get a better idea of what the timings are. Then I'll let you all know. And
I could take you to the rhyolitic flow where all the thunder eggs are still in situ on the side.
Wow.
I mean, I would love to see that. I would absolutely
love to see that too.
Get a couple of them and just enough to bring home to my kids, kind of thing. And
you can get a bucket full in 5 minutes.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
I don't do that with anybody. You're a lucky one. There's only like a handful of people that know about it that go out there. So just my close friends. So that'll be definitely something that we can do.
Yeah.
Because with what you've done and what kind of information you're helping me with, I'd love to have you out and kind of give me some information, so I can learn a lot, and then we can even try in some gold.
Yeah, for sure. If it means
ankle biters,
whipping out the computer and going into the government database and doing GIS work to take a quick look, at similar areas and stuff like that. And I could say, well, if you're getting this here, you should also see it over here, and maybe that ground's open or someplace you can go look to. Happy to do that.
Yeah. Did you go into North Carolina yet with that thing?
Not yet, Joe. I'm sorry.
Not yet. Oh, look at him bow his head. Look at him bow his head.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just getting over this goddamn head cold, man. Come on.
I'll give you my
pass. A week ago.
Yeah, I know. I promised to do that over a week ago.
But we're at an hour and 26 minutes. We usually go for an hour and a half, so we're getting towards the end of our night. Everybody that's up on panel, stick around. You can hang out backstage once we end it. I would like to say thank you to the awesome 23 people that are still in chat and hanging out here. I really appreciate all the super night. That was cool. Thanks, everybody, for that. And remember, we are going live over at Gold Eagles tomorrow at 7:30
Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so
I might go live.
And then Saturday, Sundays,
Fridays on before Gold Eagle
10 a.m.
goes.
We're going live over at Jericho's. You're trying to go live before Gold Eagle goes live there, Jim?
I usually do that before Joe goes live. I usually go live before him on Fridays. Is my tendency when I do my pop up all of a sudden live streams without announcements. But yeah, my son and I might pop on for a few minutes. Some other people might want to jump on. I know Tortuga Lisa wants to say hello to Jonathan, as well as Jonathan Brewer and A3 Sky Warrior and a few of the other guys that are always on my streams. So
yeah,
I'll generally go live before Gold Eagle goes live.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, we'll see you then.
And then starting Mondays, we'll have Elijah going live at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Badger
Exploration. Standard Time.
And then Tuesdays, we have Scars Prospecting that goes live.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I'll
be talking about all of them. I am excited for to get to know Scars and Native Arizona and your content more. I just subscribed to you, Native Arizona. I am.
Thank you.
Excited to watch your stuff, man. And who knows? Maybe if you're available, I'd love to have you out on my live. I'm a magnet fisher, by the way, and metal detector. But we do basically. I mean, right now I do mostly magnet fishing videos, but I have like metal detecting.
We'll
diving,
have Magnet Mondays.
Yeah. Oh. Magnet Monday. I like that. There we go. I'm writing that. There we go. Well, guys, Magnet Monday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. See you there.
Heck yeah.
And I guarantee he's not going to charge you too much for that, for coming up with that idea of that. He's not going to charge you that much. Not that much.
Perfect. Hey, only add it to my tab, Charlie.
No, me and Elijah have a few things in the works that we're working on, so it's going to be awesome, and you guys are going to have to stick around for that. We have a few projects in the works that we're working on, and it's going to be a collaborative content area, so it should be fun to see what we're coming up with that.
I can't wait to get my 1100 out there, man, off the boat. Find some interesting things in the river.
Oh yeah.
I have never done magnet fishing yet, So
Well,
like
sir,
we're here too much water. So
yeah, I know. I think the last time I was in Arizona, I was a junior, senior in high school, and I was I was in Sedona, and we did the drive where you can go up and see the view that's on like the Dell computer or the Macintosh computer or whatever. We were there. That it happened to be just a downpour. It was the first time they said in like 7 years that they had seen the river flowing, and like we got to see 4 waterfalls there. It was incredible. But yeah, other than that, we saw no water other than what's in our bottles. Which is weird because I'm from an area. I'm like literally, I should have fins and gills by now. I spend so much time wetting in the water. Like it's interesting.
You should be
watching.
So technically,
you guys are creating up there,
we're starting to run over. So we're gonna say goodnight to you two. And we're gonna head backstage and chit chat a little bit more.
Good night. Cheers.
All right, good night, guys.
Good night, YouTube. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow night.
And
Come by.
Here is the.
See you in a minute.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Look what even what you just told you.
Backstage talking.